Hi, Eric from New York City again. Last part of steering team output is about, last part of steering team output for finance is about accounts receivable. For those who run ICX, IGE, IGT, IGV, this is for you. So accounts receivable, for those who missed it, or who are still unsure what it means, is let's say Red Bull here. Took our lovely, amazing intern, and they just never paid us the money yet, and they owe it to us. That would be our accounts receivable, their accounts payable, and there are some serious implications behind it, especially if you have a lot of outstanding receivables and debt and all of that stuff. So I will just go through it. This one. So you have here the two websites that you can track receivables on. The first is Podio, so let's go there. Our lovely finance assistant Nick Sanso went to finance, accounts receivable AR, and he added everyone's accounts receivable into here. So you got filters, also responsible, Baruch, so New York City. And then this is our receivables. So as you see, like Shreds needs to pay $14.90, $3.30, $5.50, all of that good stuff. And it has all of it. Yeah. So then you can see, oh, this person owes this amount of money, this person owes that amount of money, and all of that stuff. It is the responsibility of your VP IGE, IGT, or IGV. However, your VP Finance needs to have a knowledge of what's happening when they're going to write it off and all of that stuff. And USLCP should be made aware of how this impacts your budget and all of that. The other side of how to do it is you go to Intacct. If you don't know how to log into Intacct, watch my second video about Intacct. So once you're in here, you go to, obviously, accounts receivable, and then you go to invoices, and then you have all of this. Under customer name, you write in one of your partners. Now, as LCP, you should know who your partners are, and especially who owes your LC money for your services. So let's say Brooks Brothers. That is one of New York City's partners. So then you see here. They have paid all of that outside of these two. This is a total of $3,750 that Brooks Brothers has yet to pay us. It is about 3 to 6 months old, so it is still recent. And it's just make sure that your VP IGT is talking to them, make sure that they're aware that they need to pay it, and all of that. So why is this important? Also on Intacct, you have three things. You have posted, which is charged, but they didn't pay any. Partially paid is, as you see here, let's say this $1,500, they pay $1,000. This would be partially paid. And then paid is they did all of it. Now, why is this important? I would just like to pull up Baruch, our income statement for 2017. So you see here, we have $43,301. However, that $40,000, that does not mean that $4,000, let me just pull it up again. This 3,750 is here. It's already in there because when you close the contract and you charge them and you post the bill, so you say, hey, Red Bull, you I'm bringing interns, but you need to pay $5,000. If this happened right now, this 43,000 will then become 48,000 because 5,000 goes in. Note, Red Bull didn't pay yet I still have the 5,000 in my account. What that means is all of these account receivables, no matter it, so all these account receivables are already in our income statement. So that means that 3,750 is in our 43,000 already. So if, let's say, Brooks Brothers decides not to pay us the money, that means that this 43,000 would then lose 3,750 in write-offs. So it'd be down to 39,000. So if you have $10,000 in accounts receivables, that means that if you write off any of that 10,000, you will then lose it from your income statement over here. This is your balance. It would be 43,000. Yeah. This is our current balance. Over here, 43,178. So it'd be, yeah. So that's why it's important, because as you see here, if you were to collect that 5,000 accounts receivable, you would still have exactly 10,000 of this budget. However, if you were to post a $2,000 charge, your budget would then reflect 12,000 regardless of payment. If you were to write off 5,000, this would then become a $5,000 budget as you had write-offs. This is very important for IGT and finance to understand how much money we actually have, because if, let's say, you are budgeting with, you assume you have a budget of like $30,000, but you have $50,000 in accounts receivable, then actually you have a negative $20,000 budget in like terms of how much you actually have until they give you the 20,000. That 30,000 would just be a proxy until there's something backing it, because right now it's just a number that you're using. It's something to keep in mind with your finance, ICX and LCP, to make sure that you are acting on these accounts receivables, because if you let them go for too long and they have to become write-offs, unless you had already planned on writing them off, it can really harm the financial status and sustainability of your local committee. Of everything on here, this is probably the most silent but deadly kind of thing that finance has, and it's very imperative you understand what's happening. Now, how do you keep track of payments? Podio, this is where you can see your ICX invoices. This is where you can see your OGX payments. Make sure that finance understands how to use them, what's on there, so they can keep track of your revenue, but they can also keep track of, oh, this person paid at this time, and therefore I need to put that in revenue, but this person, we charged them the fee, but they didn't pay any, and they need to keep that in mind and be on top of the VP ICX to make sure that we actually have the money backing what is on impact. And that is all I have for you. Please, if you have any questions, let me know. Let Katie know. Let your NST know. Finance is very, very important for local community sustainability. That is all I have for you guys. Thank you. Bye.